Hey, sixth grade. This video is for Thursday, April 30th. Can you believe it's the 30th already? Hope you guys are doing well. Today you're plugging along in your Talk Everlasting packet. So I'm going to go over really quick some of the things that you'll do. First off, you're thinking about what is a theme? A theme is a central topic or idea in a story. So, this kind of relates to the question that you're thinking about for your persuasive essay, which is what is the most important lesson of Tuck Everlasting? I would argue that probably whatever you think is the big lesson or the takeaway connects to the theme of the book, or at least one important theme. So if you've already begun work on your persuasive essay, then you can kind of take some of that thinking that you've done to think about what a theme of this book might be, and then you're going to give me 3 examples. So this might relate to some of the pre-work you've already done for persuasive writing, although you're welcome to choose a different theme if you like. The second thing you're going to do today is creative, and I'm interested in seeing some of your creativity here. So I want you to think about, what do you think is the main problem in this story? Now, you could define this different ways. You could think about the main problem in this story is none of this would have happened to Winnie if she had parents who were more engaged, right? If Winnie was having somebody that was watching out for what she was doing and she hadn't wandered away in the woods. So that's the main problem. You might think the main problem in the story is that the spring exists at all. You might think the main problem in the story is relates to our antagonist, the man in the yellow suit. You might think the main problem of the story is that the Tucks didn't do anything to like cover over the stream better. So, anyways, there's lots of choices. You can think about what you would describe as the main problem. And then the fun part comes in where you think about what are some solutions. Now, one of these could be something that actually happens in the book, but the other one should be, what's another way that the characters in the story could have solved this problem? I'm excited to see what you come up with. The third thing you're going to think about today is cause and effect. Cause and effect. Now, I don't want you to get too hung up because sometimes you might overthink it. So, really, when I'm talking about cause, I'm just talking about actions. What are 3 things that happen in the story? 3 developments, 3 plot points. And then once you have that plot point down, that serves as the cause. Now tell me, what is the effect of that? So what is the cause of Winnie being in the front yard? What is the cause of the man with the if your cause is Winnie sees Jesse by the stream, then what is the effect of that? If your cause is May kidnaps Winnie, then what is the effect of that, right? So I just want to have you think about the relationship between what happens and what it causes to happen next. That's cause and effect. And then finally, the last thing you're going to do in your packet is think about some different character types. Now, these are types that you're going to see not just in Tuck Everlasting, but in all kinds of literature. So we've got major and minor characters, and this book definitely has both. And then we've already spent a bit of time thinking about protagonist and antagonist. This is who's really the hero of the story driving the action, and who is well, hello to Mr. Smallwood, who's the antagonist, sort of the villain or the person who causes problems for the hero. And then on the bottom here, we have these 2 other kinds of characters, which you may not have thought about before, but dynamic characters and static characters. A dynamic character is someone who grows and develops through the course of the story. So you introduce to them one way and you sort of begin to understand more about them and you see them build as a person over time. A static character just sort of exists to move the action along. You don't really see them growing or making tough decisions and changing as the story goes on. And then the other thing, which is related but not quite the same, we have round characters and flat characters. So a round character is someone who's really well developed. You know about their thoughts, you know what they look like, you know what they're interested in, you know what they're curious about. A flat character is someone in the story who you certainly know that they're there, and we've been told a little bit about them, but we don't understand anything about their thoughts, their heart, We don't have any details that help us really understand their motivation or their perspective. We only kind of know them one thing about them. So these are your assignments for today. You're going to be working on those. And then in addition to these pages, you are, of course, continuing your spelling words because tomorrow we will take our spelling test. And then finally, I hope you're continuing to work on your persuasive writing. I've gotten some drafts and some questions from some of you guys that tells me you're doing really good work. So if you have questions, please do reach out to me. I also want to say I am available to set up like a one-on-one Zoom if you want to spend 15 minutes kind of walking through the instructions and really thinking about what you're doing and getting some help. I am here and glad to do that with you. So let me know if that would be helpful. In the meantime, hang in there. I'm proud of you. You're doing a hard thing and you're doing it well. I love seeing what you're sending in Google Classroom. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.